Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Shauna, and I'm here to do another makeup tutorial with you. Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's weekend, yay! That's good, huh? Weekend, right? I don't know. I feel like every day is a weekend for some reason. Okay, guys, so as usual, I'm going to start off with my MAC Stroke Cream. And just take a little bit and move it on your face. So, today I would like to share with you all about some books that I've read that are very helpful with getting your finances up, with basically leveling yourself up. I find them to be extremely helpful. And now that you're in quarantine, like, why not? Why not take that time out and pull out a book? So, one of my books, or the first one that's on my list, is the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Has anybody read that? That's an awesome book to read. I don't have the author's name right now, but I will definitely get that for you. Let me see. What is his name? I just wrote down the titles, but I didn't get a chance to write down the author's name. Let's see. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yes. And you can also get that in an audiobook as well. And that's from Robert T. Kiyosaki. Awesome book. He has like a series of financial books that'll help you get you started in 2021 and get you rolling. Yes, so I can highly recommend that book. Like I said, he has like a series of books. I'll get into that next time, but yeah, if you definitely want to start becoming financially smart, I would highly recommend reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So let's see. Got my cream on. Now I'm going to use my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer. And I'm going to apply that with my Beauty Blender. Yes, so yeah, take that time out, take you a nice bubble bath, and pull a book out. It doesn't hurt. Now you have plenty of time to do whatever, to level yourself up, and yeah, start taking on take on new tasks. If you have your finances together, that's great. But if you want to increase your finances, however, it's a great book to start off with, because, like I said, he talks about being financial literate and investing, and gives you a lot of information about. How rich people go about teaching their children, and how the average Joe or average person lives their life, and the things that they waste their money on, and what is considered to be financial smart as a rich person, the type of things that they invest in. I found it also interesting that a lot of people who are well off, they don't really teach their children about going to school and getting that higher degree and getting a job, but to get a degree and to create a job, to create a business, not necessarily go on and get on, they don't strive to get on somebody else's ship, basically, or to, how can I say, yeah, they strive mainly to do their own thing, to build their own business and to invest, and they invest in items which increase in value and not depreciate. So they wouldn't go out and necessarily get a high-end car because that depreciates. Whereas they would probably invest their money more so in art. So if you're interested, I think it's an awesome book to get started to get started in building your wealth, and also teaching your kids, instead of, teaching them to be slaves. Instead, you teach them how to build. So, yeah, that's a good book to read. And he also, I'm not sure if he still offers it, but he also offered coaching, in case you needed some coaching on investing and how to build your wealth. He offers coaching programs. Let's see. So I got my concealer on, and now I'm going to put my other concealer on, which is the Huda Beauty. Yes, my Huda Beauty. And where is my Huda Beauty? Yes, here. And that is the Overachiever Concealer. For all our fly girls and successful women, this is a great concealer to use. And I usually use it. I usually use it as a base before I put my eyeshadow on. So I put it up here, and I apply it with my MAC brush, which is the 195. And just take a little dab, and then get started. As you see, I've already done my eyebrows because they take some time. I need at least 15 minutes to do my eyebrows, believe it or not. So that won't make my video so long because I like to chat and ramble. Yeah, so the next book, which I can recommend, is, what is it called? Women and Money. Is it Women Money? From Susan Orman. I don't know if you all are familiar with Susan Orman. A lot of you from the States who are watching this video are. I'm sure you all are familiar with Susan Orman. She too has a series of books on financial advice, how to get your finances in order, what you should consider cutting down on, and basically teaching you how to gain your financial independence and not be dependent, especially if you are a stay-at-home mom, or your spouse has the control of money. She basically teaches you or gives you ideas on how to get your finances in order and get yourself going so that you become more independent and not dependent. So that's a book that I can recommend. I mean, all her books are really good. I'll save that for another video, but if you look her up on Google or go onto Amazon, you'll find a plethora of books that she offers. So, and they all have to do with finances. So she's like the finance guru. I don't know if there's been any scandals on her, but you never know. This book that I bought was like, I think I bought it back in, when did I buy it? 2010 or 11. I think that's when I had bought that book. So, however, She gives excellent advice and really gets you thinking. So that's also a good book to start off and start reading. Another book which I have, it's also a really good book, helps you to understand men better. And as far as their language, because they definitely speak another language than women do. This book is called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. That is an old school, popular, like, cult book for a woman, and I guess the man, but mainly for women, to help them understand how men talk and think. So during this quarantine time, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of arguments to come about, but this book will help you to get a better understanding of who you're dealing with somewhat. You know, there's a lot of things that we say that men interpret differently, so this book will give you some insight on how to deal with some of your answers from your significant other, and how to take it into consideration that they're totally different from us women. So that's a good, helpful book. So if you feel a little bit frustrated, pull out that book and get some insight, because that will definitely help you to see or have a clear understanding. Oh, okay, so I said this and he interpreted this way. So that book is interesting. That book's been out for a long time now, probably over 20 years. I don't know. So now I'm going to apply my foundation, and I will also do that with my beauty blender, sponge, and I'm going to apply my foundation from MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 in the color NC 45. Another good book to read. Oh yeah, this is an awesome book. Oh man, it really helped me to really come out of myself. And this book is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I mean, in the title it says a lot alone. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Oftentimes we're always scared about taking chances and thinking about, oh, what could go wrong, and there's always somehow a fear. Well, this book basically teaches you or gives you advice on how to just go for it, not necessarily put too much thought into it, but yeah, take chances, come out of your comfort zone. Often we let ourselves be, I won't say manipulated, but oftentimes if you tell people your dreams or the things that you want to do, they kind of plant that seed of fear in you and have you thinking about all the things that could possibly go wrong. But this book will definitely give you some tips on how to just go for it. And I can say when I read that book, I just felt like I felt pushed forward. And I think when you read that book, you will also feel pushed forward, and sometimes, not put too much thought into it. Of course, yeah, you should be responsible in your decisions, but in general, I believe it was her in the book, she had a saying that people are like ships. They're not meant to stay in the harbor, but they're meant to get out there and sail. And after I read that, I thought, yeah, that's cool. I mean, in all honesty, I always had that attitude. But more so when I was younger, I didn't put too much thought in anything. I really just did it. But of course, as I gotten older and had kids, you become comfortable and then settled, and you don't want to set a bad impression on your kids. So, you, yeah, you start to get comfortable, and you just don't want to do too much of anything. Whereas before, you didn't have too much, you didn't have that much of a responsibility, so you weren't putting too much thought in anything. And perhaps you heard people who gave you negative advice, but you were like, "Oh, who cares? I'm going to do it anyway," you know? And basically, you have to kind of keep that same attitude throughout life. You can't be afraid. You just have to go for it and give it a try. And I guess the worst thing that can happen is it just doesn't work out. And if it doesn't work out, you just get up and try it again, you know? What you think? I think so. Okay, guys, so I got my foundation on, and now I'm going to go into my Jeffree Star Morphe palette. Looks like that. Those are the pretty colors that are inside. And I'm going to take the color Los Angeles. Yes, I like that. Los Angeles. That sounds good. I like that. Let's do the Los Angeles. Yeah, so, oh yeah, and I'm applying that with my 217 MAC brush. Unfortunately, the numbers rubbed off on my MAC brush, so it's quite hard to read, but I'm sure it's 217. I'm sure that's the number that it is. If it's not, please let me know down in the comments, and I will correct myself, I promise. So, that is the Morphe Jeffree Star Los Angeles. Not Los Angeles, but Los Angeles. I like that. Are you ladies a boss? Well, you better start thinking like one, because you are a boss, whether you know it or not. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my eyeliner, and this is the MAC Photo Gravure. My favorite. This is my favorite go-to eyeliner. I have tons of other eyeliners, but I don't know, for some reason I just really like that smoky look, especially for the winter time. So in another book I can highly recommend, just last book, it is called I Bring Nothing to the Table. Ooh, that sounds good, right? I bring nothing to the table. I love the way that sounds. What about you? Well, can you imagine what that means? I bring nothing to the table. Well, this is a great level up book. Yes, a level up book for all the ladies out there who are tired of being taken advantage of, and actually who need help in seeing their worth. With that said, this book talks about how a man should treat you, how you should not have to feel like you have to provide. The only thing you should provide him with is perhaps your company and your advice, but in general, you should have to bring nothing to the table. Now, this rule doesn't, with this book may not be for everybody, for the women who know their value and see themselves as valuable. This book was written from Shira 7. Shira 7, and she also has a YouTube channel. And I love this lady. She is just awesome. She is like no nonsense. So she's, excuse me, often putting out a video. Oh, excuse me. Drink something. Excuse me. She's putting out a video like every single day, and all her videos are like level up. So if you want to get it on paper and get it in writing and get it into your head, then check out that book, because this book talks about how you should see the value in yourself, and not let a man put you on the spot as if he needs to do the interview of like you're supposed to provide something, because he's supposed to be the provider. I'm going to take now the color Mogul. I think it's an excellent book for, like I said, leveling up and seeing more of your worth, that you see yourself as something valuable. And when you see yourself as something valuable, that other person will see it too, and you shouldn't take or accept anything less than that. You shouldn't let a person make you feel like you have to prove yourself, because you don't have to prove yourself. It's enough if they are within your company, or that they have your company. So, and if they don't see that value, then skedoodle on, So the next thing I'm going to use is my Yves Saint Laurent No. 1 Noir Minimal Matte. And I'm going to do my eyes. Be very quiet. I will mess this up. So that's how I do my wing eye. I love my wing eyes. I'm like really on this wing eye tip. I just think it adds such a nice pal to the eyes. So all of these books that I recommend are basically somewhat a help of getting you to, level up, get your independence, maybe make some changes for 2021, and be about that, Who knows what's going to happen after the quarantine is over. Maybe there are going to be a lot of people who are like, okay, I'm ready to set out and do my thing. You anyway can't be 100% secure when you have a job, so why not do your own business and learn how to invest and have your money work for you overnight? And why not have a partner or a husband who sees value in you? What you think about that? those are enough books that'll keep you busy up until the summer, perhaps, depending on how fast you read. For me, when I'm reading a book and if it's really good, then I can finish it in 2 days max. If it's really good, I mean, really, when I'm into a book, I read it. I mean, I'm really trying to get through it and just absorbing that information. But those books that I mentioned to you, I read them a while ago, but I'm definitely gonna reread them. And I also have some upcoming books that I want to get as well. Some new books. I love reading, by the way. I hope you guys do too. It's definitely, yeah. I actually find it a lot better to read than to listen to an audiobook. I can listen to an audiobook like if I'm driving, but if I'm at home, I don't like so much to listen to an audiobook, and I prefer to read. Or if I'm out somewhere laying on the beach, then I like to read more so than check out my audiobook. So guys, I'm going to do my beautiful eyelashes. This is from Ardell. Moment. So, just gotta visit from my youngest daughter. She has her Kindle, and she loves her Kindle. I don't think she'll probably ever go back to having a paperback book, or hardback book. I personally like both, but in all honesty, lately I've been buying mainly my books over Kindle because it's just easier to take around, to take with. But yeah, as I was saying, I definitely prefer to read more so. Listening to my audiobook. The only time I would listen to it is if I'm driving, and if the book is super long or super big, then I will then I might put my headphones on. So guys, I'm going to apply, like I said, I'm going to apply my eyelashes from Ardell with my eyelash tweezers. Eyelash looks like that. And this is the number 778, and they're Remy lashes. I'm going to apply these guys. I'll be right back. I don't know, for some reason I'm always forgetting this guy. I don't know how I can forget it, but my NARS, I gotta do my eyelashes. I gotta put my mascara on before applying my eyelashes. So please forgive me, guys. This NARS, that's the Climax Extreme, and I can highly recommend this mascara because it really fills out your eyelashes and gives you the full appearance. I mean, for me, my eyelashes are super thin, almost non-existent. But even if I decide to go without my eyelashes, I think I can still put my Extreme on and be happy. They can go out like that, but I don't know, something about these eyelashes that really add something. They really add like a pow effect. So I'm gonna put these on and I'll be back. So, got my eyelashes on, and as you see, like I said, it just gives your eyes that pow effect. So I'm gonna go back into my Morphe Jeffree Star, and I'm gonna take the color Wake Bake. And I use this brush for giving the highlights in my inner corner to make the eyes pop even more. So this is like a bit of a lime color cream. I like to do things different. So right at the inner corner. Not so much your basic colors, but maybe basic with a bit of a pop. I guess Really makes your eyes stand out, pop out. What do you think? I like it. Hope you like it too. So now I'm going to put on my blush from Fenty Beauty. And this is from her new collection, Cheeks Out. This is the cream, and this is the color Drama Class. And I'm going to apply that. No, this brush? No, this brush. This is a MAC brush. It's the 120 spring. It kind of looks like that because it's creamy. This is a great brush to use if you have a creamy type of blush. As you see, it's pretty. It's not too much, but it's quite light. A little bit on the nose. So I got one more book to recommend that'll also get you on your way and get you feeling good. And it's by the same lady who wrote the book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. This book is called The Wisdom of Shira Seven. And this book is with daily affirmations and quotes. When you talk too much, men get annoyed. It's boring, and all they're doing is waiting for you to shut up. Okay. Let's see. There is no such thing as emotional abuse. You've only accepted someone else's words as the truth when it was a lie. That's so true. People who get their heart broken gave too much. So true. So basically it looks like this. And it's a cute book that'll also get you going and get you thinking. Some positive affirmations in there. So you should never feel bad, especially during this quarantine. And if you're having some trouble with your significant other, you can read these positive affirmations and I Bring Nothing to the Table book and get your finances going, and trust me, be good to go. Okay, so I'm going to use MAC Iridescent Powder, and this is the color Golden Bronze. It is a powder, so be careful with opening it. Looks like that basically. And grab my little MAC brush. This brush was on promotion, so I'm sure you won't find it, but you might be able to find something similar to it. It's the number 129 SE. I bought this years ago, and it was one of those holiday collection brushes. So I'm not sure. I don't think you can find it again, but I'm sure you can find something similar. But I use that to apply my highlighter. This is like a gold color. And basically you just tap it in there and tap it out. So it won't be too much. Put it here on the side. There's all kind of brushes that you can use to apply your highlighter, but I happen to like the thicker brushes. I don't know. I tried it with the wing brush, this flat brush. Let's see, do I have it here? And it just doesn't work for me. I got this guy here. I bought this from also Urban Decay. I don't know. It's not me, but I guess you have to play around with which brush suits you and was easy to apply the highlighter. And voila! So last but not least, and then I'm going to jet out of here. is lipstick. Oops. And I'm gonna wear my lipstick from Amulet. Let's see. We don't have Amulet. I want that one. Yes, I'm gonna put on some Amulet. It's a bit of a matte. Almost the same color as my dress. What do you think? I'm feeling it. Definitely fits to the outfit. So guys, I'm going to show you my outfit, what I have on today. I know it's not the typical quarantine look, but I feel good and sexy and bougie. Preparing myself when we can leave. So, and this dress is from Zara. I actually bought it last year. I don't know if they still have this dress in collection, but I'll check it out, and in the case if I find it, I will definitely link. I'll put the link into the comments area. And so I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you were able to gather some good information, and I'm curious to know what you think about those books, or if you even read those books, and yeah, how was it for you? Did they help you? Yes, I love to read, and like I said, it's a great book. These books are great for getting you going for 2021. So either way, thank you for joining me, and I will see you another time. Bye.